welcome to Reykjavik. This is our Iceland adventure. So our flight was early hours of the morning. So what we did was stopped in the travel lodge overnight, which enabled us to get up nice and early and be quite fresh for the flight to Iceland. The Premier Inn's 5 minutes from the airport, really quick transfer. The flight to Reykjavik was 2.5 hours. Nice and smooth, great views out of the plane. The airport the other side was brilliant, easy to negotiate, hotel collector, 45-minute transfer from the airport, great little base to carry out this trip. Now, before we set out to Iceland, we'd looked on the internet and found this fantastic Icelandic street food, and we really wanted to try it, these big bread bowls with soup in them. Luckily, we found one.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Right, guys. So when you dig through, I can give you more if you want to, alright? Just tell us that I can give you the shellfish soup, we can give you the fisherman's favorite, you can have anything you want.
Oh, okay.
Right? The sweets come with the food as well, so you can have as much as you want.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. Cheers,
All
mate.
you can eat, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What you got in there? What you got?
Lamb.
So we visited the Perlin, which is this huge water tank, and what they've done is piped the water from the geothermal power stations and in the hot spas. They're piping this water, it's naturally heated through the rock, and they're piping it all the way into these Perlin water tanks. There's these 5 huge water tanks that supply water to the whole of Reykjavik. What they say is there's hardly anybody that produces their own hot water. It all comes naturally and it's all fed into the city off this huge water tank. It's absolutely amazing. On the top of this water tank is this huge glass dome, this viewing tower. It's just beautiful. You can sit up there having a nice cup of coffee or a meal at these restaurants, and you can see the whole 360 of Reykjavik out of this tower. It's amazing. On a dark night you can go up there and actually try and see the northern lights. So the Golden Circle trip, catch the bus nice and early, off we go. First stop is the Geysers. Now these are amazing. It's just this beautiful, beautiful landscape, and you've got these hot geysers just blowing water out the ground, all natural springs, hot springs. Really, really fantastic to see. It's a great day out. If you get the chance to go, you've got to give it a go. The Geysers coffee shop was a nice surprise. It wasn't overpriced and there was plenty of choice. Sandwiches, soups, you name it. Really good value. Next stop on the Golden Circle was the GULLFOSS waterfall. This was just amazing. It's huge. Its drop is about 36 metres, but the size of it is just unbelievable. The spray, the rainbows you can see, just absolutely amazing. What a place to go. Next one was the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Now I found this place quite eerie. It was a bit strange. They've used it for the filming of Game of Thrones, amongst other things. It just had a very, very strange feeling about the place. Kind of medieval and prehistoric. Yeah, what a place to go. Unbelievable. you can see how the earth is just being carved open by this natural phenomenon. It's just unbelievable, and it's opening up 2 centimeters every year, so it's just a moving plate. It's amazing. Everything goes on in Reykjavik down the strip. This road has got loads of restaurants. It's really, really pretty. It's lovely, little quirky restaurants. It's really expensive though, it is dear. Eating out, we went for the fish and chips in the Brass Hotel restaurant. 25 quid each for the fish and chips, but it was really nice. You expect to pay it. Iceland's a really strange place. It's bizarre because it's got just too much hot water. What they do is they pump this water into these geothermal power stations that they've got. The crust of the earth is that thin that they don't have to dig down too far to get to this really hot rock, so they can just produce this incredibly hot water to generate the electricity. So electricity is in abundance, it's just so cheap. So, well, this Blue Lagoon we're going to go to, that's just unbelievable, because really they're saying it's this hot spa, but what it is, it's just the waste water that they pump through this geothermal power station. It comes downstream to the lagoon, the Blue Lagoon, and you're basically swimming around in this water that's just come out the power station. So it's a great use of the wastewater from the power station, but it's a little bit weird when you drive past the power station on the way in. They've got the steam blowing out the power station, knowing that you're going to be in the wastewater that's just gone through that, generating all that electricity. So it's about a 40-minute bus ride from Reykjavik to the Blue Lagoon. You have a little walk up the pathway. It's almost like a huge leisure centre. You go through the doors into the changing rooms. You've got these electronic tags that you put on your wrists, which you can use to buy your drinks while you're in the pool. Now here we go. Really hot. Jesus Christ, how hot's that? That's warm. This is all the geothermals from that nuclear power plant right there.
You can't breathe in it.
The water in this pool is 38 to 40 degrees. It is absolutely toasty, really warm, lovely. It's kind of a milky colour, bit strange. We went at night time, so I'm really sorry about the poor quality footage, but you can see it's a bit eerie. You make your way in. It was a bit of a windy night, so the steam was blowing across the pool. It was a very, very, it was just an unbelievable experience. Now, if you really like your hair, there might be a problem. On the way in, on the bus, the rep says to you, make sure you put conditioner in your hair before you go into the water, because it has been known that it makes your hair break, because it's full of this sulphur water. It's a bit, radioactive, I don't know. It can make your hair break and go brittle, so they recommend that you actually smother your hair in conditioner before you go in. Now, this was the walk-up pool bar, and you make your way up there. You've got your tag on your wrist, so you just hand them that and they scan it and you pay for your drinks. Again, really expensive. I think it was £15 for a glass of wine. and about a tenner for a cup of Coke. Beer, about the same. These pair did look at us like we were a pair of aliens, but I suppose they wanted to get home. You get a face pack thrown in as well, just to give you a bit of a refreshing facial makeover. Not that I need it. Well, I think I do. I need two.
You are lucky, very few people here tonight.
Bit peckish after the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
Big burger. Any good? This was the strip, and it was all lit up for Christmas. Takes you about 40 minutes to walk from one end to the other. It's not too big.
This is the youngest house in Iceland.
So here we are, looking for the Northern Lights. Now, we're on a beach. It's got black volcanic sand. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's getting dark, so we've just got to wait, and well, hopefully we'll see something going on in the skyline. It's absolutely amazing here. We can't use any torches, any lights. It's all done on the moonlight, and you've got to look away from the moon to see these Northern Lights. So yeah, it's apprehensive, it's getting darker, so let's see how we get on. I managed to get this shot on my iPhone, which was pretty good because it was really difficult. Somebody else took this one using a DSLR. Stunning photo. All packed up, ready for home. We've had a really great time. Would love to go back and see the glaciers. There's still plenty to do in Iceland that we've not seen. So we'll be coming back. We've had the most fantastic time in Iceland. It has been brilliant. It's been a real eye-opener. I didn't think there would be as much here as what there is. Waterfall. The Golden Circle trip was just amazing. Back at the airport, ready to fly home. Everything went really well. Baggage and everything was fantastic. There's no hold-ups. A cracking airport. So if you've enjoyed his little experience in Iceland, please give us a thumbs up. Drop me some comments. I'll try and answer as many as I can. I'm getting cold now. It's getting a bit fresh, but I'll go put a jumper on. Thanks for watching.